Hey, I'm Yipley, and this is level 1-2 of the new Super Mario Bros. DS 90% speedrun tutorial. From here on out, I'm going to branch into the different skill levels, so don't feel like you need to learn all the stuff I show off. You only need to learn what you feel comfortable doing, or things just a bit out of your comfort zone. In this stage, you'll encounter one of two scenarios. Either A, you get a blue shell, or B, you don't. I'll be covering 5 different ways to play the level, with 3 skill levels for if you get the shell, and 2 for if you don't. So bear with me for a sec. Let's check out the first scenario, if you get a shell and you're doing developmental strategy. So out of the gate, it's going to put you in a ground pound. You want to press up around here so that you can run to the right quickly. And we don't want to like ground pound through these blocks because that's slow. So you want to run to the right. Actually jump into the ceiling here, because if you just run off, you're probably going to hit these stairs here, and that's no good because it kind of messes up your flow. So you want to jump into the ceiling and then hit that this, and hopefully you just got a blue shell. Awesome. So the goal here is to stay in shell pretty much the whole time. So what we're going to do, we're just going to run right and stay in shell and jump over everything, or well, not these, you can just kill them. Jump over that slope though. Okay, here you can just jump from there to there, and that's not too bad. If you're not well practiced, it might be a little difficult, but it shouldn't be that all bad. Okay, here you can just run into here and then jump here, here, here. That was kind of fast, so I'll do it again. So you stop before this piranha so you don't hit him, right? And then you run until you bonk, and then you get up, and you can get in shell really quickly there. So that's pretty good. And then once you get to here, wait on the what is this called? I don't know, the swing set. Swing set. Seesaw, that's what it's called, a seesaw. Wait on the seesaw until it's like kind of up. You don't need it to be too far up, but you can like have it here and then just do 1, 2 big jumps to get up. And then once you see the pipe, stop running and just walk and you'll fall right in. So yeah, that's the first way to do it. I'll run through it all again. And section's pretty easy, you just jump on those stairs. So I'll go through it all again, you can see it all at once. And yeah, we can jam. So jump up, hit the thing, get your blue shell, and just run to the right. Run to the right, and body all the enemies. Jump over these slopes, because slopes are slow. And then here you'll want to go 1, 2, 3. And you can go there, and go up, up, and get back in blue shell. And then on the seesaw, it'll be 1, 2 jumps, and you run until you see the pipe, and then you walk. And boom. That's 1, 2. Pretty easy. Okay. And turn around the flagpole. Alright. Let's say that you got a blue shell, and you're doing advanced strategies. Okay, this one's a little more complicated, so stick with me. Once again, we cancel our ground pound and pick up our blue shell, which came in the box there. That's nice. Okay, so here we're going to run until we get here, and you can do an unmorph jump over this block. Land, do another one here, here, here. And you're just going to want to chain as many unmorphs as you can. That's the goal. So unmorph, 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 unmorph. Bounce on the Goombas and go over the Koopas. And then here you can just kill that Koopa with shell. Unmorph, 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 just all the unmorphs. Don't unmorph there, you can die from the piranha. And then you're gonna have to make a little bit of a difficult jump there. Oops, oops, got hit. Luckily I have a backup. Yeah, so you're gonna go through this piranha with the shell until you get here, and you're gonna have to do a 1 block jump on that question block. Looks a little difficult, but it's actually a lot easier than, you know, it looks. So a lot of unmorphs here, you can just kill these enemies, and then 2 jumps on the seesaw. And you can actually do off-screen unmorph jumps here, just to save a smidge of time. But it is a little bit risky, just because when you get to the end here, it's hard to tell where you are in the air. So you might like fumble around and fall down at the wrong spot, or like go over the pipe or something. So you can, if after your like 3rd jump, you can just slow down, just so you know where you are, and then fall right in. So yeah, that would be advanced strats. Ending is the same, and I'll go over it again so you can see. all at once. Okay. Fall down here, get your blue shell, and then unmorph here, 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 there, there. Bounce on the Goombas and go over the Koopas. And then more jumps. Just as many unmorphs as you can, except for there. And then wait a little bit and do your 2 jumps. Off-screen unmorph time. And you can just fall right in. So yeah, that would be advanced strats for if you get the shell. You can get like 57s with that. Not quite 58s. So yeah, that's advanced strats. And I guess I can move on to world record strats for if you get a shell. If you don't get a shell if you're going for world record, you're just going to reset. You're not going to try to play it out because you're not going to be able to. So yeah, world record strats. We're going to do a thing called QSG. So basically what QSG is, you remember how when you're in an unmorphed state, you actually go 8% faster than if you're in a shell morph state? So there's a way we can actually stay in shell, but get that 8% boost. And the way that we do that is called QSG, or Quick Slide Glitch. And the way that you perform it, we're going to do it right here, as we fall off this block. Right after you fall, like 2 or 3 frames, you can actually do a frame after if you're super fast, but a frame after you fall, up to 3 frames, you press down, and then you can press left to make it go slightly faster. And you can't be at full running speed when you do it. So if you're at full running speed, you're going to go morphed, obviously, but you can't do it like unmorphed. So yeah, so you pick up that, and then jump over here and do it. So you'll run, and then as you fall off of this block, press down and left. So if you do it right, it should look like this, and actually, is that it? I can't tell. It's really hard to see if you actually got it, because it's such a small difference in speed, it's a visual thing that's hard to pick up on. So that was it for sure. I'm going like slightly faster than a regular shell state right now. So yeah, this is pretty fast, and you can get 58s with it if you're really good. So yeah, you have to do this until you get to the seesaw, and then you can do unmorph jumps like advanced strats here, and be a bit risky with it if you're going for world records. So yeah, I'll do that all at once so you can hopefully see how it goes. Actually, I can't do it because the way that our setup for it is to fall off of the red block after getting the shell, but there's no red block. So I'll just demonstrate without a red block, hopefully. So something like this. And I'm going at normal running speed instead of morphed running speed. So yeah, interesting little trick. We use it a couple more places in the run, like sometimes 1 tower, 5-2, and then sometimes 5-3. And then maybe 8-1 in the future. I don't know about that one, but it's potential, and I just bonked there. So yeah, QSG, a little interesting trick, and yeah. Okay, let's check out developmental strats if you do not get a shell, which is going to be the majority of the time, considering you're probably not doing RNG in it. Or you probably, yeah, you wouldn't be in developmental stage. It's not really worth it. So let me lose the shell real quick, and I can show you what it's like. So the main thing we want to do here is play it safe. We do not want to get hit, because if you get hit, you die, because you are small. So yeah, we're going to try not to get hit, and that's going to be the main goal. So we want to cancel our ground pound here, and you can just run this time, and run and run and run, but we don't go down there actually. We go up here, and we're going to jump in between those coins. Jump between the enemies, and then just bonk here and wait for the Goomba. Jump up here twice. Jump over this Goomba, and wait at the Piranha again. And we're going to do the same thing like you did in Blue Shell. And you can jump up here and move away from those Goombas, sit on the seesaw, and then do 2 jumps. And then when you get to the edge here, you're actually going to crouch. it can bring you down fast. We don't do that in blue shell because blue shell crouching doesn't bring you down faster. But if you're small, you can just crouch on the edge and you should go down into the pipe. So yeah, that would be without shell. Let me finish the level and then I'll show it all again. Alright. Let's see it again. So, cancel our ground pound. We can just run, jump, and then we're going to go on the coins. Over these Goombas, over the Koopa, over the Goombas, and then bonk here on the back wall. Go over the Goomba, get up here, go over this Goomba, wait at the Piranha, and then chain our jumps. Go over here, dodge the Goombas, wait on the pipe. That's not a pipe, that's a seesaw. Wait on the seesaw, and then crouch on the edge here. And yeah, that should be relatively safe strats to get you a pretty decent time for 1-2 for playing it safe. And you might have to watch out for fireworks with this strat. It's just the way it lines up lends itself to fireworks, so watch out for that. Okay, you don't get a shell advanced strat time. So this one's similar, but a lot riskier. There's going to be a few jumps that are really tight, and yeah, that's the main difference. So, beginning is exactly the same up until the point where you would bonk on the wall for developmental, but we are advanced, so we do a really tight jump instead. Okay, so notice these blocks right here with coins on them. Approaching this Koopa, we are going to jump in between the second and third block, so somewhere like here. And you want to land around there when you hit jump over the Koopa. So what's going to happen, we're going to chain our jumps, then we're going to hit there and go over the Koopa and into this gap. And then that'll let us dodge this Goomba as well. So it's really fast. So if I show it off, it should look like that. And it is pretty quick. So yeah, that is that. This part's the same. You can crouch here. And we are going to do, or actually you have an option here. You could go up like this, which most people do. Or you could go down here, which is a little riskier, but I like to do it. Just so it makes this jump a lot easier. So we're actually going to try to go over this Piranha. It is a really tight jump this time, and yeah, it's just really tight. So yeah, the goal is to make it from around here when you jump up to those brick blocks there. So I'll try to show it off. It's just a tight jump. That Goomba should not be there. Alright, it'll look something like this. Hopefully. Yeah, and then it'll be the same thing where you jump from here to that question block. And then from the question block to, you don't bonk, to that second stair. And then here, a really interesting thing. So the Koopa is not quite 2 blocks tall. His sprite may look it, but he is not too tall. So we can actually abuse that. If we crouch and jump in between him and these bricks, we'll actually kill him, and we can pick up his shell and then throw it at the Goombas. So what that'll look like is we'll run up to him, crouch jump right above him, fall, take his shell, because we're holding run, turn around and throw it at the Koopas. Goombas. Throw it at the Goombas. So hopefully if the enemy's still lined up properly, it should look like this. Oh, I didn't grab it. Oh, he kicked it away sometimes. Sometimes he does that. I don't really understand it. You're holding run and just, yeah. So it'll look like that. And the ending is exactly the same. Crouch at the edge here and fall into the pipe. Alright, all at once now. So ground pound cancel here. Run to the right. Go into the coins. And we're going to do our tight jump now. And hit between the second and third bricks there. So yeah. I go low here, you go high. I almost got hit by that Piranha. It is really tight. And I didn't actually get the Koopa shell, but I managed to dodge the Goombas regardless. So that's something that can happen as well. So yeah, that would be 1, 2, no shell, advanced strats. So yeah, 1, 2, a lot of things that can go on. You're gonna have to watch out for a bunch of random stuff. So yeah, 1, 2, kind of a weird level, interesting. And then if you don't get shell here, just pick it up right here. I'll have a tutorial for that next. So yeah, 1, 2, interesting level.
Yes!
Yo?
Yes, I did it! Yes! Yes! Let's go!